And here we are. It's 8:01. Damn. Missed out by 1 minute. I was almost live at 8 o'clock on the dot. But that's okay. How you doing? How you doing? It's Monday night. I know. It's a little bit different to the normal kind of way that we're doing things because it's see, tomorrow night I'm actually doing a workshop, so it's kind of like I couldn't actually do it tomorrow, so I'm here tonight, Monday night. Thank you very much. Well, welcome. My name is Photo Joe, and this is the Photo Jam. For the next hour, we're going to talk about photography, some tips, some news, pretty much anything to do with photography. And look, you know, if you could, you can send a, oh, hello, I'm having a slight technical issue already. Do you know, it was really a bugger that, oh, here we go, back on again. Oh, all these noises now. Yes, my goodness, you know, you can send me a message, say hi. I need to see that I can actually see people because I've just realised that I need to see my messages and my questions because I've got to set up the page. There we go. All good. Back on. So yes, sitting there with a drink, just saying hello. I got my hair cut. That's kind of, people have been finding that quite popular because if you've been following me on Facebook, you know that it's kind of, yes, been a bit messy. So I'm Photo Joe. Welcome to the Photo Jam. It is Monday night, not Tuesday night, as we normally do it on a Tuesday night. And we're going to talk about photography for the next hour. Anything to do with photography, pretty much, you know, plenty of things. So if you want to send me a message through my Facebook page or through my Facebook Live at smarterdigital.com.au/live stream, which I'm assuming that is kind of live at the moment, you can send me a message and yeah, we'll attempt to answer it. Yeah, just kind of get on with the show. So, how has all been happening? I really am I have a little button here that is supposed to make things move for me, and it was working all fine up until, but that's live TV. That's live TV, you know, or live anything really. So, wow, it's just really giving up the ghost. So I'll just have to persevere with what I have. Hey, hello, Uncle. I'm glad that you've joined me. Looking forward to tomorrow night because you're supposed to be with me tomorrow night. And I'm just fixing things here, right? So I'm just going to kind of talk here while I kind of sort it all out. I have no idea why this is now wanting to play such a disturbing game for me, but I've just probably worked out what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over here to the side a little bit, and I'm going to go over to and plug in my little device because I've just probably worked out that my device is probably needing a bit of a charge, you see. And so because it's needing a charge, that just kind of, oh well, I'll just have to kind of work it out. Well, welcome to the show. Let me just do this here a little bit here. So anyway, for the next hour, oh, hello, here we go. Oh, my goodness. Talk about something that, look, you know, I love live television. I do love it. And because it's times like this that I can, you know, that things are just happening and we'll just work it through. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'll get over to this side here. Well, look, you know, over the next hour or so, if I don't kind of, I don't know, explode with my technology, we're going to talk about a really big telescope that's been happening in Chile. They're putting something big up in Chile. It's a huge camera, digital camera there that they're putting up. It's pretty kind of crazy. Also, I'm going to talk about small cameras. You know, the small cameras that we have in our pockets. I'm going to talk about those because, boy, they're starting to become quite popular because of all the greatness that they can do with their cameras, yeah? Let's have a look. Actually, what I will do, I'm going to just bring my little device over here. My little notes, you see, because I need to have notes. Oh goodness, there we go. I'm having my notes. Wow, I was so kind of prepared for tonight, except for this particular particular thing. So I'll just kind of do that. We'll just get out of the way. All right. So what else am I talking about tonight? I forgot. Oh no, because they're in my notes here. About that camera that we carry around with us all the time. And also, I am going to talk about my vintage vintage photo jam, which is this Casio Excellent. Talking about small cameras, this thing was mega small in its day, and a beautiful camera that we'll talk about in a little bit. So have we all been having a good time? Now, yes, as I was saying a little bit earlier, we were meant to be on tomorrow night. It's Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. But because I'm actually doing a workshop tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit hard to do that. Now, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to plug this in because of that. Exactly. Oh, goodness gracious. Wow. I tell you, if I was on TVSN, I'd probably get the boot right this second. Anyway, we'll work it out. What else have we got here? So, talking about the Casio Excellent, that's what we're going to talk about. So, sit back, grab a drink. We're going to watch an absolute fall down of me falling down over here. And we'll be back right after this to talk more. And I'm back. Oh, you time stuff up. You just got to time it. Trying to sort myself out here. Wow. I can tell you one thing. I kind of thought, yeah, that's it. Everything's going to be sorted out. And tonight, it has been. Anyway, so welcome if you've just joined us. Having a great time back on. It is Monday night, not Tuesday night. But, I guess the thing is, that's kind of just what happens when you're doing a workshop on a Tuesday night. You can't do the workshop. So anyway, so welcome. It's night 8:09. Every week that I talk, I try and recall back a story that I've experienced in the photo world. In the photography world, I've taught so many different people, get involved in so many different situations, and I wanted to recall. I want to get back to a story that I remember. I used to own a camera shop. Okay, so before Paxton's, before all that, I used to own this camera shop with my brother-in-law, right? My German brother-in-law. If you've met my German brother-in-law, Werner. Hi, Werner. How you going? And so we had this camera shop in the old Hilton Hotel, and in the before what it looks like today, right? And it was called Photo Fox cameras, right? Photo Fox, Photo Joe. I wonder if there was something in that. And look, we used to have a bunch of great characters that used to come to the store. So many people and so many stories that came out of that one. And there was one particular one that I thought was really quite interesting. And look, the camera shop was all secondhand cameras, right? So just secondhand lenses. It was just. What slightly bugs me, it was because it was film days and I was doing a lot of my film. I never really took many photos of the shop, which I have somewhere out there. I mean, I don't have that many, but when I find them, I'll get them out there so you can have a look at. But there was this one day that this guy rings me up, right? And he says to me, hi, I'm after a camera and I have specific needs. And I kind of went, okay, yeah, what do you need? And he says, well, I actually need a left-handed camera. Right. Okay, then I see what we're going here. Yeah, you're taking the piss out of me. A left-handed camera. Yeah. Look, I didn't say was he taking the Mickey out of me, but I said, look, hey, I'm sure if you rock down here, we will work out something. We'll find out. We've got lots of cameras to choose from, and I'm sure that we'll find something that's going to be suitable for a left-handed person. So anyway. Later on that day, this guy rocks in a wheelchair. Not only wasn't he in a wheelchair, he had only one arm. Yep. So he had a left hand, no right hand. And I just thought, I've been talking to you today Oh man, let me tell you, that was a bit of a strange concept. And his whole concept, the reason he needed a left-hand camera was he needed something that he could bolt onto his wheelchair. And it was really about, he obviously needed something that was left-handed because obviously hand issues, right? So we worked out a bracketing system. So we were able to actually get a camera onto L bracket and then connect up a cable release. And he was chuffed as, right as, awesome. And so that was my story from PhotoFox for the man who wanted the left-hand camera, yeah. So yes, but anyway, that was kind of a fun thing. News from across the world, from across the internet. I go trawling around. on the news, trying to find out many things. And one of the things that I just look, I tell you, astrophotography. It's like been so incredibly popular over the years with photos like this. Like wow. There's some, and look, I know we have like the Hubble telescope. I don't know if you know this, but the Hubble telescope is actually in our atmosphere, in our orbit. Yeah, so it's just going around and just taking pictures out to the right out there to the space, to those black holes out there. But we do have also some mad telescopes here on the ground, right? And the technology pretty much, the improvement that we see out of our digital cameras today, it's probably not enough to capture images like this, but, for our mirrorless cameras. But, we do awe at that mirrorless camera technology. And there are so many people who have taken some awesome photos of the astronomy with our digital cameras. But, the stuff that we don't normally see when it comes to the big telescopes, right? So all the big companies that, we don't, the amount of technology that is happening out there is also increasing at an incredible rate. So in the news this week, I saw that the world's largest digital camera with a resolution of 3.2 gigapixels is being prepared to be put on top of this Chilean mountain. It's going to scan the sky to help the scientists gain knowledge about, the Milky Way, the dark matter, and just like, a whole pile of other phenomena out there. Now, this giant mega camera is called the LS, or the LSST, which stands for the Legacy Survey of Space and Time. And the camera is currently assembled actually in California. Now, there's been a whole pile of countries that have been involved with this, and here's the lenses. This is the lens that's actually on this, and that's the sensors. It's just crazy what this thing is. So eventually, it's going to be put into Chile. So they're starting to build it already into Chile right now. The camera's front end contains of these the lens, the three lenses they use, as you saw before. And three filters that you can adjust depending on the situations for capturing different light rays, yeah? So behind the lens itself, is the focal plane. So the focal plane is where the sensors are, where the pixels live on the camera as such. Now, it's made up of 189 CCDs. Now, a CCD is a sensor. It's what sits in your camera to take a picture, right? So this is actually made up of 189 of them. Now, I'm not sure about the size of them, but they look kind of pretty big, right? It's a spec that's out there. I just didn't catch what that spec. So there's 189 of these, and they're all cooled in this room that's at minus 150 degrees Fahrenheit, or say 100 degrees Celsius. So there's so much heat that's created by these sensors that they have to keep it in this enclosed box at minus 100 degrees. And in between each of the sensors, the cell, right, in between each of the pixels, there's a gap no bigger than 5 hair thicknesses. So quite interesting that this technology is just, it's going to capture images like we haven't seen before. By culminating all these sensors together, we're going to get this mega image from galaxies far away. Now, once it's installed, okay, so when they finally sense it up, the sensor is actually going to be pointing downwards, right? So if you look on this diagram here, right, the sensor is right here. I'll just go point there. There we go. The sensor is sitting there, right? So out here, the light's going to pour in. It's going to. I've lost my hand. Where's my other hand? There it is. This is really right. It's going to pour in, right, to the mirror, this first mirror down the bottom, right. Then from the mirror, it's going to go up to a top mirror, which is here, right? Then the light's going to be pushed down to another mirror down here. And then finally, it's going to hit the sensor. So it's kind of like, they call these a mirror lens. Mirror lenses, right? So there's five levels. The light comes in, goes up, goes down, and goes up. And it's going to capture some crazy, amazing images. Now, the camera itself is going to look further into the distance than ever before. This 3.2 gigapixel camera will capture 15-second exposures of the night sky every 20 seconds. So at that kind of rate, they reckon that they can capture the visible southern sky every few nights. So that's really quite amazing what we're going to be able to see. I mean, we're sending cameras up to to Mars. We're sending cameras up all over the place. But holy mackerel, are we just? It's just amazing what we're able to do. What us men are actually able to do. So I thought that was a bit of interesting news. That was a little bit of interesting news. So there you go. That was the photo jam for tonight. The Casio Excelum, in its docking station, like so, for tonight on Photo Jam. And that was from a little video from our creepy tour at the Rocks, which will be happening again soon. So if you want to kind of come to that night, you can see the kind of cool things that we did. While we were all watching that, there was a question that came in. Thank you, Sam, for your question in regards to my Excelum. Which battery does it use? So it uses this one. Very skinny battery. Very skinny battery. Fits in the bottom there. It's a lithium-ion one, and it's an MP20. I think you can still get those. And I do have all the charging bits to it anyway, so I really should get into charging these things. Anyway, that's where it goes into. Let's just, if I kind of just do this, and then hang on, I've lost my mouse. I've lost my mouse. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. There we go. I should just get a producer to do that for me. So yeah, so it's very kind of, it's just so small, right? So in goes into there, it has a little locking device, and then underneath here, right, that's where the SD card goes, right? No door, it just slides in, and that's which is it's not really a USB because it's just their docking type of one. Oh, look at that! Out of the back of the dock, look at that USB-A. Oh, mate, that's new technology, and a bit of power there, right? So I do have those, I know, somewhere. So, well, I think I'm supposed to be on that camera there. Yes, I am on that camera. Well, that brings us to the end of our show tonight. I can't believe that I've spoken for like 58 minutes. Well, I started a minute later, so it's 57 so far. So I've probably got another 2 minutes before I officially close up. I can still see that some of you are still out there. Oh my God, I'm so touched that you're hanging around and listening to me blabber on. That's okay. I'll cut all the bad bits out, or keep the bad bits, and we'll put them up onto my YouTube channel, which is connected to my Facebook, which is on YouTube, but it's just the best bits, the dull bits, and the other bits. So that brings us to the end of tonight. Thank you for having a drink. Don't forget, Sunday the 12th December, we're capturing some really cool things down at Marrickville. It's just been an absolute blast. The rain is going to stop. We're going to have a blast over the next few weeks. We're all going to hopefully travel all over the place. We won't talk about the 15th letter of the Greek alphabet, which starts with Omicron or something like that. But anyway, keep safe, folks. Next Tuesday, I should be back. If it's not Tuesday, it's Monday tonight. But I'll see you again tomorrow in case you think you're coming back tomorrow. Anyway, bye for now and catch you soon. Thanks for coming.